Mark, a difficult evening tonight here in York. How do you sum that up?
Yeah, we got off to really poor starts. Obviously came out too readily. Didn't wait for the ball to be totally cleared, so we conceded after a very short period of time, and then yeah, it was difficult from that moment onwards. It seemed we're very unlucky with obviously the penalty, clearly offside, 2-0. That's obviously gets their tails up and they're enjoying the game, and in saying that, still thought we had a foothold in the game. We needed to get to half time at 2-0 and then regroup, but made the fatal mistake of conceding right at the end. 3-0, it's nigh on impossible to get back into that game, but you say all the right things in the dressing room and then we come out and we concede again. So very easy evening for them, really. They can pick and choose their moments then and hit us on the break. Good quality players at the top end of the pitch that can make the right decisions and test you in 1v1s. We were poor in our duels today. Too many times we just knocked off the ball or didn't come out with the ball, individually and collectively. So that's not what we've been about. The reason we've got 23 points at this point in the season is because we've had a good shape and we've battled hard, and we've made it difficult for opposition teams, but made it too easy for the opposition today. Albeit they played well, you have to give it to them, but from my point of view, we could have done a lot better today.
Seemed the complete opposite from the battling display we showed at Altrincham. What do you think changed?
I think the lads had to go. I don't think anybody is just not tried. Clearly we were trying to get back into the game, but when you obviously conceding 2-3 goals, you try and get back in the game, you take more risk, and that means that you're more in danger on turnovers, and they're very adept at transitional player, and so that was always going to be the case. So we need to get back into the game as early as possible, but unfortunately we weren't able to do that. The second goal and the third goal obviously has taken the game away from us.
Especially after a really positive run of results, four wins on the spin. How hard is it to take losing in the manner we have tonight?
Well, listen, we had a really great performance as a team at the weekend under difficult circumstances, down to 10 men. Who knows? I mean, maybe that just took the edge off our play tonight. It's not an excuse, but I just think at times we were just half a yard short, and that enabled them just to get on the front foot. So you have to cut the lads a little bit of slack in terms of that, but a lot of the mistakes we made were of our own making. So listen, we've got to put this to bed. We're in a good situation. We lost the battle. We want to win the war. That's the key. So it's still early days.
Obviously, tough place to be in. Had the break. Were you thinking about making any changes at the beginning of the second half?
Well, no. I thought they needed to go out again and prove me wrong. In fairness, so I kept them out there. Like I said, the third goal is the one that's really taken the game away from us. So at that stage, later on in the game, you're thinking, well, damage limitation really, because we had to protect a few of the players that have put a good stint in this season up to this point. So we made substitutions with that in mind, and we got a big game at the weekend. So this game had gone, so we need to get on with it.
What was said in the dressing room? Was it looking towards that Rochdale game and putting things right really quickly?
We can't dwell on this. There was elements of a play that would have helped us if we were able to be consistent and sustained it for the 90 minutes, but we weren't able to do that today. We're at the weekend up against another good team who will test us, but yeah, we won't have a similar scenario, I can assure you. 1,500
fans made the trip down here this evening. What would be your message to
them?
Well,
I'm giving them anything at all to get behind, unfortunately, and that's the disappointment for us all, but they know we'll be ready to go at the weekend, and we'll have to put that right.
Thanks for your time.